It's done. The Premier League is probably finished. And हमने ये बात की थी मेरे लाइव स्ट्रीम पे जब हम FPL डिस्कस कर रहे थे वीकेंड को that Arsenal might bottle. There are tough fixtures. Liverpool is coming back from a loss, could be leggy and demotivated. And City तो जीती जाएगी Luton के against. And that is exactly what happened. City went top of the table. They're now first with 73 points. Arsenal and Liverpool lost their respective matches. Now we'll quickly deep dive into what happened in those games and like give an overview and my review of those games. But if you are new to the channel, if you're watching for the first time, please consider subscribing to the channel, and the existing members, hit the like button and hit the bell icon for you guys. But now we move on to what we've learned so far from the video, and let's see if we can do that. Liverpool versus Crystal Palace. Now it was a very interesting game. The big Van Dijk slip happened, and that is what I take away from this game. It was a classic Liverpool performance against a team which was well prepared, well trained. Crystal Palace, kudos to their manager, kudos to how they were operating versus Liverpool, because this was a perfectly adapted performance versus Liverpool. A 3-4-2-1 versus Liverpool, a proper man-to-man mark in the midfield. If you look at the game, instances of the game, you will realize that they were very close and compact in the center. They were not allowing a lot movement from the center, and that was a huge reason why they were doing so well. As soon as like Salah was dropping or maybe Diaz was dropping in the midfield to collect the ball, Anderson at times was jumping ahead, jumping over them, and they played Lerma as their third left centre back, which is something crazy. Mitchell was the one who's overlapping, not Lerma. So sort of switch of roles, new role given to Lerma, but it was pretty good and interesting to see how he was operating there. And Liverpool, oh my god, they should have conceded more goals, and we know it. They conceded a very off goal, very good drilled goal by Crystal Palace on their right wing. Great overlap there. Endo could have pressed earlier, he did not. He missed that chance. Great ball in by Mitchell, and then Eze put in that goal. So perfect opportunity. If I could realize in the second half, I was watching this match. I didn't watch the entire Arsenal game, but this match I was watching. In the second half, there were at least 5 chances where Liverpool should back that goal. I remember Darwin had an open chance to himself. There was Jota with a chance. Salah had a great shot which Mitchell defended off the line. And Dean Henderson was on fire. It reminded me one of those games where Liverpool had a 1-0 or a 0-0 versus Sheffield United when Dean Henderson was to play there. Something of that sort and that caliber he brought in today's game. Great game. If you look into the stats as well, momentum, obviously Liverpool had the momentum, the better stats. They had almost 3 XG, 6 shots, 4 big chances, and all of them missed. They actually had a good chance to score a couple of them, but again, nothing out of it. And one more goal line clearance, if I'm right, one more goal line clearance from Robertson in the very first half. The game was dead. If that went in, I think the Liverpool would have never come back. They wouldn't even stand a chance. The Crystal Palace are very drilled, not leggy, and maybe the fatigue is kicking in even for Liverpool and Arsenal, not for City because of the squad depth and immense sort of player. They played their first team although, but and the quality they had. For Liverpool, they couldn't just convert, and that's the case with Arsenal as well. When you look into the game too, when we talk about Arsenal, let's pick up the Arsenal fixture from here. When you pick the Arsenal fixture, look at their team ratings and everything. They were very poor. And they went with the same approach. They went against Bayern Munich, same sort of combination. You could see Havertz making runs behind the line, or at least 5-6 instances. They had Zinchenko put a couple of balls through for him, which were good chances. One of them he was offside, one he couldn't convert. And in the first half, Trossard had a 1v1 chance. Jesus had a good shot. Saka had 5-6 shots that he should have put buried in 5-6 chances. 3-4 great shots. Odegaard had a couple of shots. They had chances, and in the second half, Aston Villa just shut them shop. There was no chance Aston Villa gave them, and then converted whatever they got. Aston Villa, ESC. First half, you see the momentum. Arsenal had great momentum, and in the second half, it was sort of shifted. They were just shut by Aston Villa. Aston Villa did not give them a lot of ball holding, not a lot of chances for them. In the second half, if you see, these are first half stats. 4 shots on target only for Arsenal, and you look at second half stats. Yeah. Ball possession was with Aston Villa. They had more XG. Arsenal were not allowed to do much in the second half. Shots inside the box, 0. That's how limited Arsenal were in the second half, and that's what happened to them. And I think it was a great change of tactics by Unai Emery. He sort of brought them again more sort of man-to-man and deeper. First half, they were playing a slightly higher line. Their jumping and pressing trigger was very high. Watkins was dropping deep at sometimes the second half. They were much more deep. Watkins also coming deeper to collect the ball late off, and great goals by both their players. Watkins, what a finish! If you see that goal again, it does hit off the Aston Villa player defender's leg. It does chip off a bit more, but that composure to chip that ball in that situation. And even Bailey, he was great finish. He was there at the end of the far post. I think Arsenal should have defended the first goal much better. They were very, maybe I felt they were too leggy in the second half. I really felt that they were too tired in the second half to compete with the team which was rested at the caliber of Aston Villa, and that probably is the reason why they lost the second half and the match. But yes, it's gone. The title is sort of gone in my opinion. I don't see Manchester City losing. Their fixture run is great. If I can show you, maybe they don't play any top sides. The only tough team they play is Tottenham away from home. Maybe if you consider Brighton or Wolves as a sort of tough game, or West Ham, but I don't think that will be a problem. These teams could be good, but they're not problematic for City, and it's gone. I don't have much to say about Arsenal or Liverpool. Arsenal, I don't think they have the chance. They need to bounce back really good if there was a match, and they have big matches remaining. They have Chelsea, they play Tottenham, they play Manchester United, and they will drop points somewhere down the line against these teams. Liverpool also has sort of a mixed run of fixtures, and that there has been this Liverpool trait where they keep dropping points against smaller teams where they should comfortably win. City last weekend played against the same Crystal Palace team and buried them. They had like what 20-25 shots, good amount of 3 or 3.5 xg, 4 goals, very confident and clean in that winning end game, and that what separates City from these teams. The only golden thing that I see, or a silver lining for these other teams against City, is that if City progress in the UCL, they will prioritize that over Premier League. There will be more rotation against the smaller teams, and there could be upset or a points drop there, but that's very very unlikely if I give it a long look. But yeah, that is it. This is a quick 10-minute sort of video for you to watch on your Monday morning while you're going to work or you're going to school probably, or college. But yes, that is my opinion of what the games happened. The other games were interesting. We can quickly take a look of what fixtures that happened. Let's go to the matches table. Newcastle Tottenham was sort of very predictable. Newcastle were very good on the counter for in the first and the second half. Tottenham were completely off, and even Ange took off Son at 57, which was pretty off. I thought it was very not needed, and I think he thought that the tie is done. He has probably even left hopes after this win by Aston Villa of winning the top 4 slot. So I think it's gone for Tottenham as well. They're probably reaching the beat sort of stage. In the other games, nothing really good. The Bournemouth United game was really good as far as I've heard and seen from the Bournemouth perspective. I did not watch the match, so I don't have much to comment about the tactical part of it. But we can take a quick look of what the stats look like. I've stopped watching United games a lot. I'm not even invested them in terms of FPL, so I have even less amount of inclination. But yeah, there you see. That's how Bournemouth played. They're more dominating, and at home Bournemouth have a poorer record. If you look at their home record, it's not that great, but their attack threat was good despite having less number of shots. Oh, they had more number of shots. Sorry, Bournemouth had 20 shots versus United's 8, and only 2 on target for United. 0 big chances, 2 big chances, 0 missed, but they couldn't convert any of them as well. They converted. I think the penalty doesn't come with a big chance, but the other chance they converted. Fair enough by Bournemouth. I think they did a great job. 1.64 xg, low chances, low xg chances obviously there, but good stats. Even the player stats, Bruno had highest rating. Sensei was good. But yeah, great game by Bournemouth. And Bournemouth is sort of a bogey team for some teams, like for Chelsea as well. For United, seems like a tough match away from their home. Again, a great sort of result for Bournemouth especially. And for United, I think there is not much to play for United. I think it's gone. They had their own shot and chance in the top 4. Where are they right now? They're 50.7 position. I don't think they'll get anywhere close to 5th. And yeah, that's about it. I think that's what in terms of the review that we have. Quick, crisp review and my opinion on these games. If you liked any of these parts, please hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys.